My dad is my hero. My mom is my goddess. Without them, I would have not been here talking to you today. With that said, let me take you a few years back. When I was in 10th grade, I used to stay in hostel, and that was for the first time ever in my life. I stayed out from my parents' house. As soon as I was out from my home, I met a yogi at my school, and he was totally into spirituality, and I just fell in love with him. I still don't know why I fell in love with him, but I ended up going into a spiritual journey for a few months along with him. One day he asked me, "Why are you born in this world? What is your purpose of your life? What is your why?" I said, I don't know. What is my why? How can I find it? He asked me this one powerful question. How was your childhood days? Was it good or bad? When he asked me that question, that was for the first time ever I did not see problems, fightings, sufferings from my parents. Because I grew up seeing a lot of difficulties my parents were going through in their life. I only saw fights, tears, sleepless nights, and the word divorce. I used to see my mom crying every single day because my dad had a very bad health issue, and he was under serious medication for several years after they got married. And I said that was my childhood, and I started crying. That day, he opened my eyes. He said, "Bopana, this is your why. This is your purpose of your life. Your purpose of your life is to make them happy, to give them love, to bring in peace, and also to make them proud." And that day, I decided, no matter what effort it's going to take, I'm not going to make my parents suffer again. And after that incident, I had to face a lot of bullying, humiliations, insult from my school friends. Just because I stopped hanging around with them and I was more into spirituality. I finished my high school and I went into college. It was a long time I couldn't connect with my mentor, and one day I got a call from him. I was so excited to talk to him, but his sister was on the other side of the call. She had called me just to inform that he was no more. I didn't know. I asked why, what happened. Even they did not give me the answer. They did not tell what happened. They just told he's no more. Now, he was the only one person who really showed me what is life, what you need to do in life. And now I was only left out with his teachings, his values, and I had a diary which I had written down every single word what he had told me during that journey. I started reading it every single day. I started reading it just because I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to make my parents proud. And that was when I started my YouTube channel. I started working part-time. I started learning how to make videos, how to handle camera, and I did all that, to really make sure that I have enough skills to make more videos on YouTube. After that, I went into an MBA. I said my parents, please help me get into one of the top MBA school. And they said yes, because I wanted to get into a top MBA school is because I wanted to help my parents. I wanted to give them back. I wanted to give them happiness. And I wanted to make them proud. I thought, okay, this is the only way. If I invest in the school, maybe I would get a better job. And likewise, I got a job in a digital marketing agency. I happily started working. I thought my life will be good so that now at least I can give them back. But I started seeing office politics, dramas. I was targeted by other employees for no reasons. I was bullied. I was told that I am unfit to sit in this chair. I am unfit to work as a business development officer. I still remember a guy telling me, "You are a pussy. You are a pussy. I think you need to go back to primary school, learn English and come back." The same day, I left my job without taking my last paying salary. I decided that I will never go back to job again in my life. I will do whatever it is going to take me to become successful, but I will never go back to job. It was hard, my dear friend. It was really, really hard when I left my job. I didn't tell my parents, I didn't tell my family. I just started doing something on my own. And then I started my one-man advertising agency. I started working day and night to make sure that I get some income. But I failed. I went under a huge loss. In fact, I went into depression. I didn't know what to do, and then I started begging money from unknown people, from friends, family, without telling it to anyone. It was humiliating and embarrassing when I said I couldn't pay back, when I said that I would pay back. It was hard, man. It was really, really very, very hard. How people look at me, how they respond to me when I say that I don't have money. During this time, someone took me into MLM and said, they showed me a business plan, and they said you'll start earning $3,000 a week, $12,000 a month, that is 6 figures a year. I just asked them, okay, what should I do now? They said, get members into the farm, into this business, make them invest, and you'll start making money. During that time, my business was not going good. All my credit cards were maxed up. I'm getting 30 to 40 calls from different bankers along with my education loan. And I had money to pay back to unknown people, to my friends. Nothing was really working out. And all I decided was, okay, let me try out this so that I can make money, so that I can get, I can survive and I can give all back, I can just make sure that I can give the commitment to people where I had to give a lot of money. Okay, I went back to my family. I sat with my cousins, relatives and friends, and I told them to invest in this marketing. I had a good reputation and respect, and that is the reason they believed and they agreed to invest in this. I took a huge chunk of money from them and I invested in that company. After that, one day, I got to know it was one of the biggest blunder I made ever in my life. That business was a big scam. Now, not only bankers are calling me, now even my family, my relatives, my friends started to call me. It was humiliating. I could not show my face to my family, to my cousins for several months. You know why all this happened even though I had an MBA from one of the top business school? Because the MBA was a big scam. You know why? They did not give me the right mindset. They did not tell me the right skill sets. They did not tell how money works. They did not tell how you can make money. They did not tell how you can become an entrepreneur. They only gave me useless case studies, useless lessons. They said to attend seminars, keep 100% attendance, score good marks, maintain your CGPA, attend mock interviews, get trained, and get into a 9 to 5. At that point, I had no options left in front of me other than going back to 9 to 5, which I decided I would never. I decided to give up. Because after so many problems, after so many years of education, after investing millions of rupees into education from my childhood, all I got was no clarity in my life. No future other than getting into a 9 to 5 job. I went into a depression for a few days, but I did not give up. I said to myself, I'm going to do whatever it is going to take to make my parents happy and proud. I started learning how millionaires and billionaires were made, how they made their money. I started following their path. Finally, after I started learning from a mentor, when I found my first millionaire mentor, everything started changing. I started to learn the right mindset. I started learning high income skills at a very, very short period of time. And after I got that grip, I started learning from different industry leaders, titans, mentors, legends, luminaries from all around the world. I became obsessed about learning. I locked myself into a room for almost 1 year, and all I did was learn the right mindset, learn the right skill sets, and learn how millionaires make money, how they became successful. You know why? Because of the decision that I made when I was in 10th grade. To give them happiness, to make them proud, to become the better version of myself, that is version 2.0. Fast forward today, I'm the world's first freelanpreneur mentor, certified 6-figure business consultant, digital marketing specialist, certified high-ticket closer in the international market. And I'm the only one cultural influencer to the entire region of Coorg, and that is where I come from. I have more than 3+ million views across social media channel. You know why all these happened? Because of that one decision. Now I'm in a mission to help thousands, millions of students, fresh graduates, college dropouts, and full-time employees with, to give them the right mindset, to give them the right skill sets, and to help them get retired from all financial problems within 3 years starting their career from today. Don't ever make this mistake just believing that your university degree and an MBA will set your life forever. It is not going to help you in any way. It is only going to give you a 9 to 5. It is training you to become a slave for someone else for the rest of their life. Now the job economy is shifting towards skill economy. Be the first to enter into the skill economy, which is predicted to become $1 billion industry by 2025. There is a huge shift coming from job economy to skill economy. Invest in yourself, and that is the best thing you can ever do. Forget about traditional education, move towards self-education. That is where I got back my life. And the self-education is nothing but the right mindset, what you need to do in life, how you can make money. And it is the right education which has been hidden from all billionaires, which was hidden from industry titans, leaders. And now there is a chance of you learning those skills.